Guys, let's talk about how do we deal with this? Like, what are the steps that we need to address here? And the number one deal is to embrace your age. And when you talk about being behind the curve in terms of retirement assets, well, there is this fabulous gift that is given to you in the year that you turn 50. Not you don't have to wait until you turn 50, but in the year that you turn 50, you get the gift of being able to make additional contributions, whether it's to your IRA or your corporate retirement plan. You're able to contribute more than a 49-year-old could. And so, yeah, you've been at this point where you've been taking care of, through the sandwich generation, you've been taking care of both generations. You've had tons of things thrown at you, but you're also in your peak earning years. And so as you get those raises, don't add the raises to your lifestyle now. Add them to your future lifestyle by putting them back for your retirement.
And if you make that change before the raise hits, so that first check with the raise has it in there, every time you get a raise, you just go ahead and increase that IRA or that employer plan contribution. You won't feel it.
Yeah.
And that's a really quick trick that you can do to help yourself over time.
And I think this is a great point to bring out, not just in the catch-up part of that, but you mentioned the lifestyle choices there. When you're moving, into your 40s, late 40s, early 50s, statistically speaking, you're moving into your highest earnings years, and you should be able to start creating margin. The kids are going to move out of the house, right? And maybe right now you're working through helping them with college, and we're going to talk about that as a money move as well. But in this instance, if you are creating more margin, delayed gratification is something to really embrace here, because any new debt is going to be detrimental to you getting ahead in your retirement goals or your financial independence goals and dreams. And I think, it's very typical to say, hey, I want a bigger home. I've lived in this one for 15 years. I'm ready to get a bigger house.
Yeah.
Or a newer car, a better model car. And the one I thought about, and when I say these, we can all relate to them, okay? And here's one I'm going to go ahead and it's going to be a little bit of confession time, but what about like timeshares? Right? So before I was a financial advisor, I got into the Marriott Vacation Club, which is sort of a timeshare. And really, I've enjoyed it. There's no question about it. But I thought about this when we were talking about delayed gratification, because they offer these opportunities for you to go back and take a real cheap vacation if you'll sit into that 90-minute presentation.
That takes half a day for real.
Yes.
I did that once, and I will never do that again.
I run the timer on it, Teresa. And when it hits 90 minutes, I start getting out of my chair.
Okay, that's the trick.
But they always want to sell you more, right? And we're in a little bit, and it's paid for, and we're done, and we use that vacation. But the additional points that they're always wanting me to sell, my bottom line that they can't refute is, I don't have $20,000 that I want to just cut you a check for, and I'm not going to go into debt.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
And if you have that mentality, it can really help you with your retirement.
And
want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.